Hey people! What's up? Back with a new video after, I don't know, like 6 months. And I look a little bit crazy right now because I was outside the whole day and it was raining. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm back. So the reason why I didn't take a video in so long was, first of all, I didn't have a great camera and I just didn't want to bring up like content that I didn't like myself. And for me, one of the big like things that I always look at, like when I look at YouTube videos, I want to have a good quality, and I just couldn't give that to you guys for the last months because two of the videos that I have online were taken by a friend of mine, and she has a great camera. And now that I moved here, she's not here anymore, of course. So I didn't really have a camera to take videos with, so I just didn't. Also, another reason is that I kind of wanted to, I don't know, take my own time for me and get to know my job, get to know Munich and all that before I started taking videos again. So here I am, back in business. And today I just want to give you sort of a live update on what happened the last months. Yeah, kind of me moving here and how work is and where I went to so far and all that. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do that right now. So as you guys know, I started my training for the flight attendant job in January and also moved to Munich in January. And the training was tough, I'm not gonna lie. It was like, now that I think about it, it's like, oh, wasn't that bad. But the time was really tough because we only had like 3.5 months. Yeah, we had 3.5 months to become a flight attendant. And that is definitely not a lot of time, considering that 4 of the weeks we were flying. So it was only like 2.5 months of training before getting into the job, sort of. I got to know some great people there that I'm gonna give a shout out to right now. You guys know who I'm talking about. And I'm so thankful that I got to know them, and it was a great experience just to have that training. Like I said, it was really tough because we had a really long day. It was like 8 or 9 in the morning till 5 at night, and then when you come back at night you have to study because you have to take tests and you don't want to mess it up because, I mean, I didn't move to Munich to not get the job, right? So it was tough, but it was also fun, and I'm still really glad I did it. And then I came to my first flights, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess it up and it's gonna be so horrible. Especially my first flight in business class, I was really scared that I was gonna mess it up because these people pay so much money for their tickets. I really just wanted to give them the best service that I could and not, you know, mess it up. But then it wasn't that bad at all. Like, I was just so scared before, but at the end it all turned out fine. And now that I got out of, now after training, since I signed, that was end of April, I literally saw so many places. I went to Japan, Osaka, I went to Shanghai, China, I went to Chicago, New York, Charlotte, Denver, Mexico, Toronto, and Washington. Tomorrow I'm actually gonna fly tomorrow to Washington as well. That's why I already have my suitcase over there, because I gotta pack up and literally don't know what to take yet. It's gonna be tough. It's literally gonna be tough because I never know what to pack, and either I have way too many clothes or not enough. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go to Washington, then I'll be going to Charlotte again because every single month I have a flight to Charlotte. That's just, I don't know, Charlotte loves me, I guess. And then I'm gonna go to New York again this month, and then we have our training for the short distance flights, which I'm really excited about because the great thing about like short distance flight is that you just have like a normal day schedule. Like you fly on daytime. I mean, sometimes it starts at 4 in the morning, but it's still like daytime. It's not like you start at, I don't know, 8 p.m. and fly through the night. So I'm kind of excited for that. Also excited to see some more of Europe because, I mean, I've done a trip around Europe, but I haven't seen everything yet. So I'm really excited for that. Also excited for the training because I see all my pals again. And yes. What else? So let's talk a little bit about the job itself. So the flight attendant job has so many things to offer, to be honest. We're kind of your girl for everything. I don't know what else to call it because we honestly are. We're doing the service, but if there's a medical, then we're sort of like paramedics. Then we're also like firefighters if there's a fire. Then we're also the people that will bring you out of the airplane. I don't know if we crash or anything. So we really are the girl for everything. Which I think is great though, because it's not just one thing that we are responsible for, but there's so many things that this job includes. So yeah, and to learn all that about all those different things was really interesting. Of course, now in the airplanes we don't really use much of it anymore. It's mainly the service part, which is a good thing. I mean, I don't really want to crash, or I don't really want a medical on my flights, so I guess that's a really good thing. So long distance flights. So usually we start at midday or at night. Not really often in the morning. It's usually like the earliest at like 11 or 12 p.m. And yeah, then I get ready. I need at least 2 hours because I need to do my hair, I need to do my makeup, because we need to look sort of perfect. Then put my uniform on and check that I have everything that I need. Also my passport, my iPad and everything that I need for work. And I usually take the bus and the train to the airport, which takes me like an hour because I live like really like in the city center. And for that reason it takes me forever to get to the airport because the airport is so far outside. When I get to the airport, I just chill a little bit at the flight operations center. And then I chill there for like half an hour because I really want some time before we have our briefing. Then we go into our briefing and talk about emergency, talk about medicals, and also about service relevant things. That is also the point where I get to know my crew because in Munich we're 7,000. Yeah, in Munich there's 7,000 of us, so I don't really know anyone. So I always have to get to know the crew each and every time new. And yeah, I get to know them in the briefing and also the cockpit. So the captain and the co-pilot, they usually come in a little bit later and introduce themselves, and they usually tell us about the weather and if we'll have any turbulences or anything. And yeah, and then we go to our bus, which takes us to the airplane. We go inside, we have checklists where we have to check for security reasons, and then we sort of prepare some things that we can prepare beforehand, before all the passengers arrive, which are service relevant. When all the passengers have arrived, we usually give out some toys and stuff for the kids, or if you work in business class, we give out some drinks. Also in premium economy, you also give out some drinks. After everyone has arrived and after boarding is completed and all that, we check the cabin and see if everything is good to take off. And yeah, then we take off and then the service starts. Then we have our first service where we give out drinks and food and everything. And then we usually after that we sell like tax-free shopping and stuff like that. And then there is break time, and one part of the group has their break, and we have our crew rest where everyone can sleep in or just lay and just chill out. And the breaks are from 50 minutes to sometimes 2.5 hours. And I always sleep. It doesn't matter if it's only 45 minutes, I will sleep every single time. I got my body sort of used to it, to just be like, okay, you gotta sleep now, and I will fall asleep instantly. And the other part of the group is still in the galleys, like in the kitchens of the airplane, and they're bringing out drinks to the passengers and just make sure that everyone's okay. And yeah, they're just there for security reasons, to kind of have an eye on everything. And then we usually have a little snack as a second service, or it's a big second service depending on how long the flight is. And then the same thing again, we check the cabin and everything. We land wherever we went to, and that's the best part, because when you know, oh my gosh, I got here, I don't know, at a total different part of the world, that's just the most amazing thing to me. And then usually you go out with the crew and get some drinks or something, depending on what time you arrive, but usually you like get some drinks, get some food together. And yeah, for me, a lot of the layovers I stay by myself, you know, like that I can just do my own thing and just do whatever I would like. So especially for short layovers where I only have 24 hours, I like to have the time for myself. But I also don't mind being with people on layovers. But for longer layovers, are usually like Mexico or Shanghai or something, you will find people that will, I don't know, you will most likely spend your time with. And that is also pretty great, because you get to know some great people, and sometimes after you're even still friends with them. And yeah. And then the next day, or maybe 3 days later or whatever, you fly back. And then you're back at home, have some days off, because you really need that. After being in a total different time zone and having flights overnight, you just need that time to get your body rested again, to just chill out for some days. And yeah, and then you start to go somewhere else. So, and then another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that I'm gonna start studying in October. I'm gonna do it from at home. I'm also only, it's also gonna be only half-time studying thing. I don't know what you call that. And I'm gonna study law. Just wait for me, I'm gonna be the best lawyer you've ever known, I promise. I'm gonna start studying law on the 1st of October. I'm really excited, because I wanted to do this for a longer time now, but I wasn't sure if I should or if I was ready for it. But since I can do it now from at home, and especially doing it half-time, is for me the best opportunity ever. And I'm ready, I'm prepared, I can't wait. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how it works with working and studying. But I'm so excited, I just can't wait. But yeah, so that was a quick update on how my life's going right now. And if you guys have any suggestions on what you guys would like as the next video, or if you want me to take you guys on a layover, I can totally do that. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!